What's the difference between sales, marketing, branding?
It's really funny, right? Because I guess they all coincide at some point. You have nothing to sell if you don't market. Sorry, you have no one to sell to if you don't market, and you've got no sales from the marketing if you don't sell. Branding is what people say behind your back when you're not around. That's probably the best way to put it. Branding is what people say when someone hears the word, like, or the name Chris Morrison, Chris M. It's what is said after that is your brand. You know what I mean? Like, he's the short kid who used to be fat who owns a sausage dog. That is a part of my brand. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's also the things that happen after that at the same time too. So your marketing and sales will determine what people say behind your back at some point in time. So your branding is determined by your sales and marketing in the first place as well. What's the difference between sales and marketing? Marketing gets you the customers, sales closes the customers. Without one, the other doesn't exist.
How do you think about building brand as a means of kind of almost making sales directly redundant, in that the brand's so strong that you don't even need to sell directly? So I kind of want you to talk about like direct sales versus indirect sales. What's your view on that?
Cool. So direct, I'm probably better at direct selling. Don't get me wrong, I still get a lot of like benefit from the whole indirect and what we're trying to get across there, the branding side too. But there is still, like, there may be a little bit more confidence with the branding, but people's fears don't change. And the reason why people don't buy is because they're scared. Now, even if they know who you are, they think you can do it, they still don't think that you can do it for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They still don't think that you can do it for them because they're fucking different, and their fears are different to other people's. When it's not true, you may be a different moist robot in a fucking existence of humanity, but you don't have different fears. And the only difference why it won't work for you is because you're scared of you and what happens if you do make that happen too. So even if you do have the brand, let's use, like, hypothetically, right? I want to get a fucking home loan from Commonwealth Bank. I'm still going to go there and question them on what's going to happen with my home loan. I'm not just going to go, you guys are Commonwealth Bank and I trust you. It doesn't fucking work like that. Like, you need to have that conversation at some point still. It might make it so the masses know who you are enough to at least start that conversation. But without that, they're not going to buy shit. They still need to actually have the objections overcome to some degree. And that's why even the world's biggest companies still have sales teams.